everybody, we're back with another video this week. We got an unboxing. Unfortunately, I got really busy and I was only able to get 3 of the 4 boxes filmed. But I'll do a quick rundown on all the rest that weren't included in the unboxing so you know everything we got this week. Let's get to it. Here we go with box number 1. We got some Silvertip Tetras. Nice active schooling fish. Yellow male or yellow females, orange males. Got some female betas. These are half-moon kois. Got some whitefin tetras, aka candy cane tetras. And these guys mostly get a pinkish body / white body with some pink fins with white tips on them that really stand out when they're colored up. Hence the whitefin name. Powder blue gourami females. Nice centerpiece for a smaller tank. Really peaceful compared to the males. It's just some assorted colored swordtails. A little more aggressive live bearer, but similar to like a platy or a molly. And then we got a big snow white discus. Small Congo tetras. And these guys are always very unimpressive at the small size in the store, so they're kind of a tough sell, but they grow into like really awesome looking fish with oranges and blues and long fins. We've got some pearl gouramis. More aggressive than like the powder blue females or the honeys. Get quite a bit bigger, capping out around 4 inches, but still peaceful enough to generally be kept with a lot of stuff. Okay, and the second half of this box. And speaking of the honey gouramis, here they are. These are sunset honeys that get a lot more yellow and orange in them than the wild coloration. Small, peaceful, get along with basically everyone. Got some assassin snails. And some horned nearite snails. Really tiny guys. Won't reproduce in freshwater, which is a bonus. But these ones are mostly just for their cool shells. They're so small they're not amazing algae eaters, but they will eat some. And this is a Chelseus. It's a big predator charasin. This is yellowfin, which is the smaller of the 2 species. I think this one gets like, I want to say 8 inches, so needs a pretty big tank, pretty good tank mate for like South American cichlids and other big fish. We've got a little green phantom pleco, omnivore, okay algae eater, but not that good. These guys I think get about 8 inches as well. Slow grower though. These are albino rainbow sharks. Best kept solo. Get a little territorial. And get about 6 inches. So a lot of people see the sharks and they want them, but you got to make sure you have like at least a 55 long term. smallies. Like some blacks and some gold dust. Otocinclus. Very small algae eater. Does best in groups of 6+. Can be pretty picky, so you gotta be careful not to starve them in a smaller tank. You can supplement them with vegetables or rapashi. Sometimes I see them eat like extreme wafers or scrapers, but they can be picky, so you gotta watch them. And finally, the other kind of shark here, these are red tails. Also best kept solo, get a similar size, more aggressive than the rainbows, I'd say. So you gotta kind of watch them with other bottom fish. But usually it'll be okay with most bigger fish. And that is the end of box 1. Oh, wait, no it's not. Hiding bag. Bolivian rams. These ones are probably my favorite of the rams. Not really as brightly colored as some of the Germans, but you do get some nice reds and long streaming fins on the males. So pretty cool. Now that's the end of box number 1. Alright, and here goes box number 2. Got some clown loaches. These ones are all looking pretty fat and happy, so that's good. Sometimes they come in really skinny. Big fish eventually, over a foot. Needs a big tank. And best in groups of 6+. These are articulated hill stream loachos. Nice little algae eater. Need well oxygenated water and super clean. Harlequin rasboros. This is a good option if you want like a school that's going to really stick close together and not just meander around the tank loosely. These guys school really well. Pea puffers. Peppercorys. Pygmy cories. These are a good cory option if you do have a smaller tank, like a 10-gallon. Stay very small, like an inch or less. These ones came in really tiny. Like, yeah, well, those are tiny. This is one we haven't had in a while. These are Glossoceps. This is zigzag rainbows. And you can see the big male here with all his patterning, and the other male. Female is a lot more subdued, but that male makes it worth it. Really cool color. Been a while since we had those ones. And one lonely little crown-tail beta. This is a peacock eel. Like a small-ish size spiny eel. These ones get around a foot. They've got these cool like spot pattern back on their tail. All these spiny eels are big time escape artists, so you gotta make sure your tank is very secure. We even tape around the filter and where the heater is because they will find any little hole and escape, so make sure that doesn't happen. These are Sterbis. One of the few cories that handle warmer water better, so these are one that people keep with discus a lot, but they'll handle even regular tropical temperatures. They get a nice bright orange on their pectoral fins as they age, which is pretty cool looking. Bamboo shrimp. Fairly big, peaceful, filter feeding shrimp. Sailfin Venezuelan Cories. These are one we keep in pretty often. They got a mostly dark body with some orange patterning through it, up through onto the fins. These ones are still pretty young, so their color's not that great, but when they're fully colored up and adults, they look quite nice. And some albino bronze cories. I always find these to display like very strange behavior compared to most of the cories. Even their non-albino counterparts, they really like to swim up in the water column for some reason. I don't know why. Some mystery snails. And then some more rainbows. These are turquoise. You can see the males get definitely some darker blue-green to them than the females, but even the females get decent blue-green color onto them. But the males, which you can just barely see in this one here up on the top of the head, they get this nice yellow stripe. You mostly will see it like when it's first light of the day, like you come down in the morning and turn the light on, and you'll see like the males showing really good color. That's kind of the case with all rainbow fish. And then we've got another spiny eel. This one's a zebra. Also gets around a foot. Same story as the other one. Don't let it escape. They eat a lot of worms and other invertebrates on the bottom of the tank. But you can usually get them onto pellets eventually. And that's box number 2 in the books. Alright, box number 3. And we got rummy-nosed tetras. This is another tight schooling fish. But these ones stay lower in the tank compared to the harlequins, so you can have some good stratification. And this is a guinea bichir, Polypterus hansorgi. One of the big boys. We're looking at 2 feet plus on this guy eventually, so big tank mates are their food. This is a gold dust bichir. Smaller, quite a bit smaller than that hansorgii over there. This guy stays under 2 feet, I think around 16 inches if memory is serving me. This is one we have not had in quite a while, so I'm sure this guy will go quick. We've got some bichir enthusiasts. And then some more rainbows. These are some big old Boesmani. You can see really good color on the males. And then we've got another filter feeding shrimp. These are the vampires. These get quite a bit bigger, and they call them giant blue wood shrimp because as they age they kind of get more of a deep blue color, which is really nice, but they do get 5-6 inches eventually, so you gotta make sure you have the space for them. The other bag of rummy nose. We got a black ghost knife. Really unique fish. It gets big, about 1.5 feet, so you can't keep it with little tank mates, and it needs a big tank. Pretty delicate, so don't keep it with anything too aggressive either. It's basically one long fin. Some glow light Danios. I just got a handful of these to restock. We had a few left who are getting a little lonely. These are really active topwater swimmers. They get really nice color, so they're kind of underappreciated in my opinion. And another bag of mystery snails. Roseline sharks, bigger schooler. I like to hang mostly lower on the tank. Get really good reds and yellows on them as they age, but they get like 5.5 inches, so you need a pretty good tank to support a school of these guys. And then another little discus. This was a blue diamond. And another blue diamond. And these are probably the premier fish of the entire order. We've had these one other time, just recently. These are mascara barbs. They're a type of Dickensia barb. They do not look impressive right now, but once you see them in the tank, they get like these pinkish red lips. And then as they age and color up into breeding form, they get really, really colorful. Bigger, like 3.5, 4-inch schooler. Very spendy. But definitely a unique fish. And then we have a 3-spot beacon. And this is a super tiny one. We call them black fin or red fin black spot plecos. But basically, if I can get a good camera angle on this guy, you can just kind of see on the edge of his fins there, they have red and black striping, which is, there's 3 of them per fin, so that's why they call them the 3-spot. And then their whole body will be black eventually. This guy's still really tiny. Looks like just a bunch of betas. We'll plow through these. Just a regular crown tail, regular veil tail. This is a black crown tail. Just a regular blue veil tail. And another blue veil tail. This is just a regular assorted crown tail. It's quite dark, kind of a purpley red. And then we have a Galaxy Koi. And that'll do it for box 3. So just a quick rundown of some of the fish that were in the last box. There may be some repeats because I'm doing this from memory, but neon tetras, we get those every week basically. We actually already sold most of these here, but Panda Cories. And this tank had a bunch of cardinals, which have all already sold out this week. And then there were some silver tip tetras. And this is new. We did get a bunch of Colombian ram's horn snails, giant Colombians. Restocked on Ember tetras, as well as some Odessa barbs. And these might have already been shown. I don't remember if they were in one of the earlier boxes, but that's some black neon tetras. And I think the Congo tetras were shown, but just in case they weren't. And none of this is new. I think marble hatchets were in the last box. Right, and I accidentally skipped these guys on the first pass. We've got some more checker barbs in this week. And down over here, these were, they call them white zebra angels. And then we got a bunch of assorted lion tail mollies, although those might have been in one of the first 2 boxes. A big breeding pair of angels in here. And that's everything for this week. One slight addition though, which we'll show in a second here. We've actually got another tank giveaway coming up. This one's an older acrylic tank. so it needs some TLC, but you should be able to buff any of the scratches out. Comes with a stand, I believe it's 80 gallons acrylic. It's plumbed and everything with a sump, so pretty good tank, but it does need some TLC, so we'll have some pictures or video of that for you. You guys have a good one. Alright, here's that tank for the giveaway. Large acrylic bow front. Definitely you could use some buffing to get rid of some of these little scratches. It's got a really solid cherry wood stand and top canopy here. No lights or anything, but still in good condition. Holds water. It's plumbed with a sump, so it needs to be hooked back up, but overall a nice tank that just needs a little bit of work, so we'll be having a drawing for that before the end of the month.